All right, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another London session live stream. And here we have a GJ set up here, a beautiful range. You can see on the smaller time frame that it has exited the range here. Nonetheless, it may still suck back into that range, right? So that's what I'm aiming for. Again, the current candle has no bottom wick here. We're 3 minutes away from a new 15-minute candle. And let me see here. So let's go ahead and set some buy stops here. So GJ buy stops at, we'll keep it a little distance here, 196.20. All right, let's place that here. 196.20 is right here. Let's get the full range here in play, 25 plus pips. Could even extend this a bit here. Keep it at 25. And yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning. 25. All right, so you can see current candle has no bottom wick here, so it can still continue to squeeze down. But I am looking at this range potentially in play here. And let me just kind of see the distance here between where GJ is right now. Yep, I think 620 is decent. And if it does continue low down here, I will consider adjusting the stops here. So you know what? Let's keep it at even 600 here. Yep. Right here. I have not placed the buy stops yet. And keeping it even here. So TP would be 198.50. And stop loss would be 193.50. Alrighty. Now you can see on the 15, on the 5 minute, the 30-minute time frame that GJ certainly, it appears that it has kind of gotten out of this range here and, closed open below. However, on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that it can still seep back in and continue bullish here, right? So that's what I'm aiming for. Again, the fact that the price right now is at the bottom end of a smaller range right here. So if it does pull back up here, we'll be tapped in and then it can continue the move here. Right, but of course, if it does continue further, then won't be tapped in, and it's about what, 9 pips away, 9.5 pips away. So comfortable gap between where the price is right now and where the buy stops are. Alrighty. All right, here it comes. Let's see, can it push? It's a new 15-minute candle as well. And you can see there's what, 14 minutes left before the hour candle closes. And so we still have a lot of time left for GJ to move up here. There's a 5-minute EMA up here. I'm looking at it to go beyond that. There's a 15-minute EMA that's lining up with the non-wick candle, which was this 15-minute candle with no top wick. And see the 30-minute time frame, and then the 1 hour is right there. Right, so the 1 hour EMA up here as well. Alrighty. And we just got past the 2 hour EMA. Still squeezing below here. Again, I may adjust and modify this the buy stops as it appears. Let me see here. Can I get a better entry here? 550. See where the price is at right now. It's So 8 pips. All right, you know what? I'm going to go with this. I'm going to quickly make this adjustment here. 550. 300. And 800 here. There you go. Final adjustment here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Does it pull back up? Alrighty. So here it is. Again, pulling up here. GJ's pulling up here. Let's see. Close call as we modified the buy stops once here. And again, it's about what, 2 pips away. All right, here it swings back up again. Again, 550. Very close here. And we still got 10 minutes to go. It's a new 5-minute candle, but a pip and a half away from being tapped in. And you can see the fact that we still have 10 minutes to go and the hour candle looking like this, you can certainly see that it can jump right back into that range that's been drawn out here, right? Which, you know, GJ has respected for quite some time here. What is that? 5 plus 4, almost 9 hours in the range above here. All right, still not tapped in here, as you can see. Alrighty, GJ appears to be pulling away here. Again, still not tapped in here. So no issues here. Let's see what happens here. Wow, look at that push from GJ here. Okay. Oh, it is pulling back up again. Let's see. Again, I'm still keeping it at the 195.50 entry level here because, again, it was only about 8.5, 9 pips away. And we're about 7 minutes away from a new 1 hour candle here. All right, guys, 4 minutes to go. And we are getting a push here from GJ now. Still down here, no bottom wick here. So gonna have to wait out here. Again, felt that the hour candle can close back in the range as a non-wick candle here, non-wick candle here. So no top wick on this candle on the left, on this candle on the left, on this candle here. And the EMAs are lining up here. The 15-minute EMA lines up with this non-wick candle on the left here. Let me show you guys right there. But the current candle also has no bottom wick. Let's see. I'm still holding on here because, again, I still feel confident about this setup. So I'm not letting this go. And if I do get tapped in here, again, I understand that the current candle has no bottom wick. But looking at the left here, all these non-wick candles and a respect of the range with the hour candle closing up, I feel confident about this. Okay, can be tapped in here. See what happens here. Two minutes to go. And here's the hour. This setup right here on the left here, guys, this is the setup from yesterday here. I mean, what a close call. Nearly tapped out here, but reversed, came right back up top. Now you could see the entry that I took, right? The entry that I had set here. Looking at the right here, you can see that there were levels where, at the 196, 40 zone here, where price was, respecting here. So there was a support resistance level here. And looking at the right here, you can see that's a level that I'm taking now for me to, take that buy stop entry again and look for that reversal once more. But nonetheless, price did dip down here, a lot of wicks here. And the 28 pips really pretty much saved me here with, 1.5 pips from being stopped out, and it went clean all the way through. Right, still respected this top end of the range here. And now we're looking at this smaller level here. And let's see, still waiting to be tapped in here. We're a minute away now, seconds away now from a new 1 hour candle here. Again, could go down and create another wick. Or this is a 2 hour time frame here. So the 2 hour candle is not closed yet. And we'll see, what happens with that for the next hour. But here it is, still not tapped in. Price is close enough, but we're seconds away from a new 1 hour candle. Let's see, does it push back down with the new 1 hour candle opening, or does it continue a bullish run here? And hopefully we can get, tapped in and a strong push to TP here. Again, yesterday's 1-to-1 was 28 pips to 28 pips. And again, safely measure that. And now it's 25 pips. Hopefully that can be, to our advantage here. Oh, there you go, tapped in. As you can see, no bottom wick on the current hour candle as well. So that's 2 straight candles here with no bottom wick here. But again, we've seen that on the left here as well. So does GJ continue that momentum here and continue up? Or does it go and create wicks on these previous 2 candles and then make them move back up here? If, of course, it would make that move here. But let's see. This could be a quick play here. And that's what I'm leaning on. Had to wait for the new 1 hour candle here, but nonetheless, can certainly make a push here. There you go, nice push, beautiful push here. Look at that. Can GJ continue here? And I'm leaning on that. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Not quite. All right, again, still rejecting here. Right at the entry level here, but nonetheless, still feel confident about the setup here. Can we get a strong push here? Right, maybe to the 5-minute EMA, maybe to the 15-minute EMA, and it may reject and come back down. But for sure, by that time, I would have, safely secured some profit and made some adjustments as well, right? Whether it's a stop loss adjustment into a break even, or maybe even into slight profit while taking some partials here. So no, price did come back down, and now the current candle would have a wick if it does reverse. Is it going to pull itself all the way down here to fill up the non-wick candle on the left here, or will it continue bullish here and continue the movement, to the EMAs to fill up the non-wick candles on the left and potentially reach our TP target here? So certainly an interesting play here, and I'm still holding on here. I still feel very confident about the setup, so I'll hold on, unless of course there's something I see here that I'd still, I wouldn't like here. Maybe a new 15-minute candle continuing bearish here, or a strong bearish close. But I'm still with this setup here. Again, slight drawdown here, nearly break even. So I'm gonna let it push. Alrighty. Again, this setup on the left here was a close call here. If this would have been lost, this would have been the first loss in 3 weeks. But because it barely survived, and it did survive, and it eventually went on to a TP, I guess the winning streak continues. And so we have not seen a loss on the YouTube streams here since 3 weeks, even Zoom streams as well. So the Zoom streams are for the private mentorship members. And yeah, so no loss that we have seen in any setups shown, through the YouTube and Zoom streams alike. So it's been a clean record here. And let's see what happens with this setup today. All right, so it is a Wednesday today, midweek, nearly the end of the month. We got February 29th tomorrow to end off the month, and then we got Friday, March 1st to start the new month. Right, so it's going to be an interesting 2 days back to back, with the ending of this month and the starting of a new month. And let's see what happens with this setup here to capture a potential, another win here to end off the 28th of February. All right, new 5-minute candle. I like that push here. You can see 2 consecutive candles, bullish candles here, and again leaning on price reaching the bottom end of the range that's being traded. And looking at the left here, you can see there's no bottom wick or no top wick, and then there's a 5-minute EMA that's closely, or close enough to the bottom end of the range. I can see this price reaching the 5-minute EMA and filling up the non-wick candle on the left here. And then the 15-minute EMA will be the next target and filling up the non-wick candle on the left as well. I mean, then there's not much more to go. Probably would secure some partials here, stops and slight profit, and then look for price to maybe make another push here to reach TP. Wouldn't need to go all the way to the top end of the range for me to get TP here, right? Nonetheless, I like this push, and it is coming back down here. Again, there's a small range right here, you can see. Don't like this push here. But there was a non-wick candle on the left right here. Does it come down and fill this up and reverse? Again, a lot of confluences above the price here, and that's why I'm still holding on to the setup here. Oh, but there's an aggressive push here, aggressive bearish push. Alrighty, good morning. Good morning. So still patiently waiting here. Yes, hey Danny. Um let's see. There is a non-wick candle on the left here. You can see it can fill that up. Price can fill that up. And then reach back up top. Still leaning on that. And close call there. Alrighty. We've got 2 minutes left before a new 15-minute candle. And still leaning on this push here. Right back up top. All right, a minute left here. Let's see how this new 15-minute candle opens up here. Again, certainly a possibility that it jumps right back in. And again, this hour candle right here is going to close up the 2-hour candle as well. And you can see that 2-hour EMA, we can get price, getting a huge rejection and moving right back up top and fulfilling that range here. I see this play right here. Right here. It's about 10 or 11 pips. Price still appears to be pushing down here. Alrighty. Well, here's a new 15-minute candle. A lot of wicks at the bottom here. But it's still making a push here. Let's see. Alrighty, still patiently waiting for GJ to reverse here. If, of course, that is the case, it's about, what is it? About 5-6 pips in drawdown here. Yeah, there is some news events coming in. Half an hour into New York opening, there's the GDP here for USD and the G20 meetings today. But not much else going on into Thursday. And we got the Euro news, CAD, USD news, and into Friday, right? But we'll see what happens the rest of the day today. Certainly a lot of time left before then. Alrighty. Okay. So still patiently waiting on GJ here. It went to a maximum of 7 pips in drawdown here. It's out of 25 pips. Should be 25. Right there. And 25. Alright, there we go. So it did fill up the non-wood candle on the left. You can see now. It did fill that up. Now, does it respect this range here and reverse right back up top? Or does it continue down? I think it may reverse from here unless it's going to create another wick before it makes that reversal here. But I do believe that GJ will pull back up here. All right, guys, look at that beautiful push here. Look at that. And I did mention again that GJ was a part of this smaller range here. We got the wick fill here with this push. And I mean, we didn't wait a few seconds here. It just jumped right away. Look at this push. So right at break even now. And it can certainly make that push now. And again, as I mentioned, in the next 35 minutes, we're closing up the 2-hour candle here. And price can certainly push above it, right, with a beautiful rejection, although it was a large wick here, right? If it does reject it completely, 14 pips, certainly can reverse and move along right back in that range. But we'll need a strong push here, strong bullish candle here, and look at it go. Can we get it to the 5-minute EMA? Again, a lot of confluences up here, non-wick candles matching with the bottom end of the range with the 5-minute EMA. Then the 50-minute EMA lines up with another non-wick candle on the left. And so looking for a few pushes from GJ here, a few bullish pushes before I consider adjusting, the stop loss and potentially taking some partials. Alrighty, new 5-minute candle. We're approaching a new 15 and 30-minute candle now in the next 5 minutes. But if we can get a strong 5-minute close here in the profit territory, then we have a nice, way of getting price to push up here, respecting the range and closing up top here. Can certainly see that happen here. Alrighty. Again, still leaning on this push here. And, with all the hoopla going on in the prop firm space, guys, FTMO just announced a 10% discount off any challenge purchase. And it's a leap year special, right? So February has 29 days this year. Happens every 4 years. And it's a 10% discount code. Again, still waiting for GJ to continue that push. Again, no top wick on the current candle. Can certainly make that flip here. With a lot of resistance here. All right, guys, we got a new 30-minute candle, and price is still below the break-even point here, but nonetheless is, again, you can see slowly but surely making that push right back up top. Again, we're looking at the 2-hour candle here, and you can see that price can certainly close above it, as this may be a 2-hour EMA rejection here, right? So price may continue up here and close above that 2-hour EMA before this current 2-hour close here, which is closing in 28 minutes. Right, so certainly looking for a strong push here. And what else is there? Any other reliable recommended prop firm? So of course, other than FTMO, there is Funding Pips, right, which has made a lot of noise recently in recent months. I do have a funded account with them as well. There are, again, a few prop firms, outside of them shutting down for a few weeks. Again, I wouldn't go with True Forex funds fully yet here, because again, the way they had to shut down. But Funded Engineer is a possibility. Again, always do your own research, and make sure. You can also always jump on Twitter, on X, and see what's going on here, because again, a lot of prop firm CEOs are very active. The trading community is very active on Twitter, and so you can kind of decide on that as well, from looking at different tweets, looking at how some of the prop firm CEOs conduct themselves, also understanding which prop firms are denying payouts. I may say that so and so prop firm is reliable, and then the next day you see a bunch of denied payouts, right? So you got to do your own research, and at the same time, you have to be active in your research, right? It can't just be for a month and then you don't follow their tracks or any of their reviews, right, on different platforms. So you got to be careful there. But again, Funded Engineer is a good name. I believe they are back here, but not fully quite yet. Funding Pips is back, only with Match Trader. And of course, FTMO. There is Alpha Capital Group. And there's 5%ers. I haven't tried all these out here, but nonetheless, I'll be willing to, once there's a little bit of less volatility in the space, if you know already what's going on, with the Medicoats issue, with the licensing issue, and of course, with U.S. traders being banned from many prop firms, and how that affects, traders outside of the U.S., which, there seems to be a deepening effect. And yeah. But nonetheless, yes, FTMO is having a discount for all those traders that are eligible and are interested. It's a 10% discount for today. I'm not affiliated with any prop firm nor FTMO, but I'll definitely say that FTMO is, top of the line. Alrighty, GJ appears to have, dipped down right to the bottom here of that small range. You can see right here. So did make an attempt up, but came right back down. And it's about 9 or 10 pip range. Again, there's still 25 minutes to go. Still a lot of time left. And we could see GJ swing right back up again. So about 9 or 10 pips here of a small range here. The overall range that I'm trading, or the amount of pips, that I'm trying to capture here, is 25 pips, with, price being right now about 8 pips in drawdown. See what happens here. Again, I still see the 2-hour close up here. And if that's going to happen here, we only have 24 minutes to go. So GJ is going to have to make a drastic move upward here, right? So a bullish run here. And you can see even the current 30-minute candle and 15-minute candle. And of course, the previous 5-minute candle have no top wick here. And that's been a consistent pattern here with, GDA continuing bearish here. You can see no top wick on this candle, no top wick on this candle. That's 2 consecutive candles. Then there's another one right here. And of course, the previous 5-minute candle, which is the current 15 and 30-minute candles. No top wick. Oh, and G just making that push here. Not a good sign here. Not a good sign at all here. Do I close out here? Or does it suck itself back in this zone right here? Right, you could see it has not closed out here. We still have 3 minutes to go. And what a push here, about another 8 pips. Or do I let this ride here? Does it pull itself back up here? Again, I did keep it 25 pips. A little smaller than yesterday's setup. But does it fall back into that range here? Because again, if the 2-hour close is still closing bullish, right? If it's going to close above the 2-hour EMA, the price, then GJ would have to pick itself back up here. Now 2 minutes to go. Scale down to the 3-minute time frame here. You can see, has it broken out of this range level here? It's a tough call. We're going to have to get a close of the 5-minute candle here. Still 2 minutes away. Let's see. Under 2 minutes to go. Again, this would be the first loss of of the last 3 weeks here on the streams here. It's a close call here. And then it may not pull back here because again, it's a minute left here. And it still continues to push here. Look at this. It's about 8 or 9 pips now. This feels like it's a strong bearish move here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, no kidding. Again, even before the 5-minute close here, it still continues to dip down here. Two and a half pips away. But wow, what a push here. There is a new 5-minute candle, but it's still continuing bearish here. Not much left here. And does it survive here? Does it flick itself back up? Because again, now it's the 15-minute close coming up. Wow, look at that push. I'm not sure what's going on with GJ here. So there's a 15-minute close coming up here. And does it pull itself back up here? So in 5 minutes here, we're going to get a new 15-minute candle. And you could see the current 15-minute candle has no top wick here. Does it pull itself back up here? And would it survive this huge bearish decline here? Wow. You see, it was a close call. It was about 1.7 pips. Does it pull itself back up? Wow. And again, you can see the current 15-minute candle has no top wick here, so it can certainly come right back up top. And the 2-hour closing up here with the 2-hour EMA right there, we could see a strong push here. Wow. Again, we'd love to know if any viewer here did take the same setup here and did survive this push here, right? So did anyone take the setup here? And the second question is, did you survive as well, right? Because again, we were still 1.7 pips away from being stopped out here. And wow, what a push right there. Still 4 minutes to go. Again, it's only been 1 minute here. And what a push right back up top here. You know, I had a feeling here with the 5 minute close. Oops. With the 5 minute close here, I had a feeling that it may push back in. But the 5 minute close bearish. And then we had the new candle here. Okay, Danny, you're not in. Okay, Ricardo, you're in and you're still alive. Nice, right? So again, if anybody did take the setup here with a decent spread, again, you should still have been in the setup here, right? You should not have been stopped out. And you can see again, the 15-minute candle still has 3 minutes to go. If it made that huge push in a minute, in 3 minutes, it can certainly make this full push back here and continue above that. Okay, Alpha Capital, nice. Again, I heard a lot of good things about Alpha Capital. Wow, look at that push here, guys. It'll be another survival just like yesterday here. Look at this. And wow. Look at that. Does it pull itself back up? Still 2 minutes to go. Still a lot of time left. Let's see. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, it came right back down here. Still in this. But, you know, not the best close here for the 15-minute candle. And you can see that huge rejection again. Barely surviving this right now. And again, just not the best push, not the best close. And again, I'm afraid that this may not go well here. Unless there's another push here. Unless it's another reversal here. But again, I don't like that close. That was not the close that I was hoping for. You could see it came right back down. 10, 11 pips. Again, still in this setup here, but it's close call. But here is the unfortunate push down here. And they may just continue down. Again, losses are part of the game. Again, it was a nice 3 week ride here without a loss, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. Again, it'll be another miracle here if it does push back up here this time around. But let's see the ending of this setup here. Or of this trade here. 14 minutes to go. Again, barely in the setup here. If it pushes slightly more here, it's a wrap. Again, was hoping for a strong close here, especially, you know, that it did push up here. This whole push right here, but you know, with the 50-minute close right back down, it's a very, very tough chance. And yep, here it is. And there we go. Yep, got stopped out here. It's unfortunate here, but again, the first loss in 3 weeks. It is what it is. It made an attempt back up here. Really felt that the range can be respected here, but did not do that. And again, it still can reverse from here, right? It may not go all the way down. And it may reverse here because the 2-hour close, as we see it, a lot of wicks on the left here. So it can still pull back up here, but the fact that it, you know, it closed strong here, it continues to ride bearish. This may just continue bearish for quite some time here. So I'll stick around here for another couple minutes here, guys. Otherwise, we'll wrap up. I just want to see here. Does it reject and pull and reverse from here? So if we had set a larger stop loss, a larger 1-to-1 here, maybe a 28, 29, even 30 pips, would we have survived this setup here? Let's see. I mean, but the way GJ is moving here, it's not looking like it's trying to reverse here. But here comes a new 5-minute candle. Let's see. Here comes a new 5-minute candle. So right now it stopped out by what? Was it 1.7 pips? Let me just measure that again. Yeah, 1.8 pips. See what it does here. All right, it's continuing bearish here, at least with the new 5-minute candle. So far went down 1.8 pips below the stop loss here. I mean, if it is going to close above up here, it's going to have to make a strong bullish run here the next 9-10 minutes here. And that's kind of why I'm still sticking around the stream here, just to kind of see, does it reverse from here and continue bullish here all the way up top, or does it continue bearish here, right? Which would close the discussion on a potential re-entry. All right, 9 minutes to go. Again, it's having a tough yeah, it's a tough battle here for it to break the low here. Again, I can certainly see it continuing bearish here, but the fact that the 2-hour closes in 9 minutes and it can close back above. You can see all the wicks on the left here. Let's see if it does that. Again, it was a 25 pip stop loss. Does it make that full push back up here? I mean, and if it does make that push, that means the only trade that we suffered a loss with in the last 3 weeks would be a trade that only went 1.8 pips against us. But let's see. Again, I could see GJ continuing bearish here, but the fact that there's a 4-hour close and a 2-hour close coming up in less than 8 minutes, does it push itself right back up top? Again, that's a lot of pips there. 20, 25 plus. Let's see. And then I could look for a re-entry. Again, depending on how it pushes here. Let's see. Does it continue pushing back up top? You can see that the current candle has no top wick either. Seven minutes to go. Still a lot of time left. A lot of time left. And 2 minutes left before a new 5-minute candle here. So again, just sticking on the stream here. This was a loss here. Got stopped out and went down 1.8 pips below the stop loss level here. But the fact that we have a 4-hour and 2-hour close coming up, right? And I felt, again, GJ could come back up here and close above this level here before the 2-hour close, which is in 6 minutes. Will it go and, go right back up top and do that after stopping us out, by 1.8 pips beyond the stop loss level? Let's see. Six minutes to go and a minute left before a new 5-minute candle. Let's see. All right, enter is not 190.76. Game of probabilities. Still not close, holding on. Okay, so I see some of you guys did not close out at 190.300. So no stop loss there. Okay. Again, it'd be very unfortunate here if it does pull right back up top. But I wouldn't mind it, of course. It's a game probabilities, of course. And, can't win them all. Wow, look at that push right back up top. No bottom wick on the current candle. But look at GJ's push here. And the fact that there's a close coming up here in less than 5 minutes, does it pull itself back right back up top above the 2-hour EMA? It's making that push. Certainly making that push. Wow. No kidding. All right, 4 minutes to go. And again, I understand there's no bottom wick on the current candle, but the fact that it's a large time frame candle opening coming up, the price can continue bullish, right? Continue riding until the close. But it appears that it may pull back here. Again, current candle has no bottom wick. Does it pull back or does it continue bullish? Nope, it's coming right back down. 3 minutes to go. Okay, now I created a bottom wick. Now it's pulling back up top. All right, guys. Again, I'll stick around with for the next 3 minutes here for the stream here. Again, this was a setup that stopped me out, but stuck around here just to see the fact that it did reverse right around the stop loss level, barely 1.8 pips beyond the stop loss level, 1.8, and see what happens here. So I'll stick around for a couple more minutes, and see where GJ closes and opens up here. Okay, it appears that it's going to push bullish here or bearish here, but you never know here. Less than 2 minutes to go. Alrighty, a minute to go now. So let's see how the current candle closes, where it closes, and how the new 4-hour, 2-hour candle reacts here, and makes an attempt either bullish or bearish. Just seconds away now. Alrighty, here it comes. Okay, so it did pull down here. It certainly did. Okay. Kind of matched the left wick here. But here it makes that push. Again, went down now 2.1 pips. Oh, there's that push. No top wick on the current candle, however. It's making that push here. And no top wick here, so it can certainly come right back around. Alright, so it could come down, create another larger wick, and then reverse. Certainly, I feel like we can see GD reaching right back up above even the break-even level, maybe to the 15 or 30-minute EMA, and then shoot back down. Because I don't think GD is ready for the full drop here. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here in the next minute. As again, this trade was the first loss in some weeks here, but nonetheless, it's still a loss. We're still tracking it beyond the loss here just to kind of see, does it reverse right, after stopping us out here. And it appeared that it would reverse, but now we have a new 4-hour candle, and it still may reverse here, but did, dig deeper here. But nonetheless, can still come back around and reach for those EMAs above before maybe potentially dropping right back down. But I'm not going to cover that on the stream here, guys. I will continue on the mentorship stream. But nonetheless, again, I appreciate everybody joining in. And we'll be back here for tomorrow, which will be the last day of the month. And, we'll take it from there. All right, guys, appreciate everybody joining in. Take care. Safe trading as always. And I will see you guys back tomorrow.